A couple of weeks ago, I talked about the importance of a company's culture, expressed in values, mission, vision, and even taglines. My principal source was Chris Dyer, ABL member and the author of The Power of Company Culture. Today, I'm going to share 4 of Chris's 7 pillars for building on a culture that improves productivity, performance, and profit. Hi, I'm Amy Grant of the ABL organization, and the first of these pillars is uniqueness. One of the defining characteristics of uniqueness is having your own language. Chris gives the example of Walmart, where all of their 2.3 million employees know that EDLP means everyday low price. To discover more about Walmart's secret language, I found a subsection on Reddit called Walmart/acronyms, which included that OSA means on-shelf availability, and a Hodge is merchandise that's misplaced or left in the incorrect location. Walmart even originated code ATOM, which is now ubiquitous for lost child. By the way, employees aren't reprimanded, they're coached, but after the 3rd coaching, they're out. According to Hash Brown Ash, an OTC top stock boss, which means he or she is in charge of putting extra merchandise like aspirin on that top shelf that I can barely reach in the pharmacy over-the-counter section. When it comes to the mistakes pillar, Chris differentiates between errors and mistakes, defining errors as something that you simply did wrong, which should have been done right, like misspelling words in marketing materials, or worse, miscalculating payroll. He cites the 4 principal causes of errors as carelessness, overwork, multitasking, and low aptitude. As with Walmart, training and support may well solve the error problem. Mistakes, on the other hand, are often the result of taking a calculated risk, which sometimes pays off spectacularly, even if they didn't achieve the original objective, such as 3M's most famous mistake that resulted in Post-it notes. Chris believes promoting listening leads to more effective teamwork, both inside and outside the office, because being heard is one of the top drivers of employee engagement inside. And as for outside, he gave the example of fellow roundtable member and great listener, Dave Fergus, who always listens very attentively to whoever is the featured member making his or her strategic advisory board presentation at the roundtable. Then, only after he's heard the full presentation, does Dave give his very thoughtful feedback. Today's 4th pillar is positivity, because positive energy is contagious, particularly when wrestling with a problem. Chris recommends identifying first what's working. One of the methods he profiled is Appreciative Inquiry. It's a great way to take the problem out of problem solving. Our tech member Lisa Perrine is a strong advocate of Appreciative Inquiry's question-asking approach, adding additional questions like, what are we most proud of today? What might we do to be more like this? She also recommends a blend of Appreciative Inquiry's 4D cycle with the 5 stages of design thinking, beginning with discovery, or identify and define to identify and appreciate what works, then dream or ideate, imagine what goal might be attained, design or prototype by developing systems and structures, leveraging the best of what was and what might be, and destiny or test, which is the implementation or delivery phase of the proposed design. While talking with Lisa, she also suggested a quick survey you can take online for free. It's called the Organization Culture Assessment Instrument. And in about 15 minutes, you can find out where you are and where you want to be. And there are 6 areas for measuring a more positive and productive culture. While they do offer Pro and Enterprise versions starting at $5.97, depending on the size of your team, they can take it individually for free as well at ocai-online.com. Then you can compare results. The idea is the more coherence there is among your team members towards creating a culture supportive of reaching the company's goals, the more likely you are to achieve them. So there you have it, the first 4 of 7 pillars, 1 book, and a free survey to get started buffing up your corporate culture. Come back next week to hear about the other 3 pillars and how they all fit together.